how he keeps that mask on all day during Halloween. Anyway, today's review is going to be on the Dr. Loomis and Laurie Strode 2-pack from Halloween. I hope you're having a wonderful Halloween's Eve. This is coming out on the 30th, so one day before Halloween. So I figured it was appropriate enough to review the new Neca Halloween 2-pack 8-inch cloth figures of 2-pack of Laurie Strode and Dr. Loomis. And when they announced this set, I was really excited. I was actually really hoping to get a ultimate of both these guys, but ultimately I've been more and more I've been digging the cloth figures a heck of a lot more recently, and I was super excited to see these two guys come out. My local comic book store had them, aka Mythical Mountain, as you all guys know. That's where I get most of my stuff. And so yeah, before we jump into the figures, let's take a look at the packaging. It's got like a lot of the 2-packs, with the exception, I think, of the Halloween 3-pack, and mostly with all these 8-inch cloth figures. It is a nice window kind of packaging to show off both figures, along with a few of the accessories. You get Halloween 2 right here, Laurie Strode and Dr. Loomis. Then you get a side with Hand Memorial, there we go, Hand Memorial Hospital, and you get a good shot of Dr. Loomis with the NECA logo and the Real Toys logo with Halloween on the side. Then you get some really cool production shots on the back of Dr. Loomis with them with Michael, Laurie, and a few others, and including the pumpkin, which is the kind of base one that came. That is the, this is actually the poster, this specific pumpkin is actually the cover art of the Ultimate Halloween 2 Michael Myers, which is really great. Then you get Laurie Strode at the bottom, then you get Universal, all the copyrights and stuff. And you also get Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, I'm pretty sure that's the logo of Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's just jump into these figures real quick. Alright, and here we have Dr. Loomis and Laurie Strode out of the packaging, and man, this is my first impression of actually having this out of the box. I've been waiting to actually review this set, so it's been in the box for a day. And man, I am utterly and utterly impressed with these figures. I think they're really great. For those of you who have watched, I necessarily wasn't the biggest fan of the cloth figures. Ultimately, that has kind of changed now with a lot of the figures. I think their Candyman is really great. I think generally the Herbert West is really cool, and the Michael Myers, the Halloween 2 Michael Myers, is pretty cool too. But man, these two are probably my favorite cloth figures that I own. Well, other than the Halloween 3 kids, I actually like those too. But for me, the Halloween 3 kids and this set are some of the best cloth figures I think I've ever seen. It's really cool to have a kind of younger Laurie Strode character, Laurie Strode, something closer to that Halloween one, even though this is Halloween 2 and it takes place on the same night. And it's awesome to have a Dr. Loomis figure, because I think he's definitely a figure that should be in everybody's Halloween collection, whether it be that one that NECA made a long time ago, but that guy's really expensive, so this guy right here is your best shot. So, but before we jump into the figures themselves, they did come with a few accessories. As I said, this set does come with a few accessories, so starting off first, we have the pumpkin, the skull with the pumpkin skull, I guess you want to call it. This is very memorable because it is the poster for the movie itself, and it's also the box packaging for the Ultimate Michael Myers from Halloween 2 itself. And it looks pretty great. It's really well detailed, really well colored. It isn't just one orange, you do get the yellow right here to show that it was carved, which looks really cool. This is actually a really cool pumpkin. I like the one that Michael came with because it's a little close to the one from Halloween 1, but this guy is really cool too, and I think I'm going to display him out. I'm going to have this out, definitely. It also comes with Loomis is the only figure to actually have an interchangeable hands, and is lighter, so when he lights when they in the hospital, when they turn on the oxygen, basically lights it and to basically kill Michael, which it looks really good. Lighter, really well detailed. The light on it is really well colored. It's a very orange color along with the lighter. Really, really cool. Loomis also, the set also comes with 2 handguns. So initially I thought both these guns were the exact same. So let's start with this one. So this one is Loomis's gun from the film. And it's kind of hard to tell, but this is a Smith & Wesson Model 17, so this is the one he uses in the original in this film. Most notably, like Loomis's famous quote, "I shot him 6 times." It looks really, really well done. The gun is really, really cool, really well done. It's I guess it's a gunmetal kind of, like, it's a black kind of color, but there's like silver dry brushing on it. It looks really, really good. The pistol, the grip itself looks really, really wonderful. It looks really good. I think Neca is very, like, when it comes to their firearms, they're very underrated, because I feel like they do a really great job with their firearms. And this one, which I just thought was a Model 17 for Laurie, this is actually of what I learned thanks to IMFDB. It's like a fire movie database. This is actually a Colt Trooper. This is the gun that she shoots Michael in the head with. Technically not his eyes, even though for the longest time I thought it was eyes, but like the shot, it's cool, but it doesn't make any sense because like his eyes are still there. She didn't shoot him in the eyes, like more like the bullets kind of like went up to his head or something. It's really confusing, but once again, cool shot. But once again, it has a very similar detailing to this Loomis's Smith & Wesson Model 715, I should say. But yeah, it looks really, really good. So yeah, those are some of the accessories that come with the figures. So let's get to the figures themselves. Alright, so the first figure we have up is Laurie Strode, aka Jamie Lee Curtis, and I gotta say, she looks really good. The face sculpt looks very much a lot like Jamie Lee Curtis from the film, although apparently I didn't know this until recently, that Jamie Lee Curtis, she had a hair change in between Halloween 1 and 2, which makes sense because Halloween 2 was in the 80s, so she had the much more shorter hair within the during that time, so she had a wig during the whole thing, and apparently people are like, yeah, once you see it, it's kind of hard to not notice it, even though for me I didn't notice it. But once again, but besides the fact, once again, really, really great sculpt. She looks really, really good. The cloth for the scrubs looks really, really good. The hospital garment, I guess you can call it, looks really, really good. She has some blood here and there from right there, which is really, really good detailing. She's also got the bandages at the foot, because her foot got messed up heavily during Halloween 1, so, and her arm too, and her hand. She just generally this figure looks really, really good. I'm probably actually going to have her posed, depending on how I have her posed, I'm probably going to have her posed with the gun, because I do have the Michael that I have is posed with the mask on, the bleeding eye mask. So yeah, that's as much as I get to say about the Laurie Strode figure. I think it's a great figure. So let's jump into Dr. Samuel Loomis. All right, and here we have Dr. Samuel Loomis, aka Donald Pleasance from Halloween 2, and God, the face sculpt, I think, is incredible on this guy. Like, he looks, let me get a little close up here. Yeah, there you go. There's Dr. Like, it just looks incredible. Like, it looks exactly like Donald Pleasance, which is really, really cool. Not very uncanny, but, like, it looks really good. But anyway, so out of the two figures, I think, even though the Laurie figure is really good, I think the Donald Pleasance figure has Dr. Loomis figure has a lot more going for him. So you got his trench coat, and which, like, you can, oh my God, holy crap, look at that, he's got guns for days. Oh my God, that's funny. So yeah, he does have the trench coat. Unfortunately, it does look like you can't take the trench coat off to make him look like how he does kind of in Halloween 1, but like, I don't know why, because the trench coat and the suit is just iconic for him. But he has the brown suit, very much how it was in Halloween 1 and 2, which looks really, really cool. The feet at the bottom. But yeah, I think he looks really, really great. the cloak. Oh wait, yep. Oh, good news with the not the cloak, the trench coat is it does have a bendy wire in it, so you can very much like the Candyman figure. The Candyman figure also had a bendy wire within the coat itself. But yeah, once again, I think this is the coolest figure out of the set. Not to crap on the Laurie figure at all, because I think the Laurie figure looks really cool. It's just I think the Dr. Loomis figure has a lot more going for it. So let's jump into articulation for them both real quickly. Alright, so let's start with Laurie herself. So Laurie can't really look up too much just because of the hair. I mean, the hair really hinders a lot of the movement. She can look kind of down a little bit, but not too much. Her arm can move out that much. She does not have an ab crunch at all. There's no ab crunch. It's completely kind of bare. She has a single jointed elbow right there. Her wrists can rotate, and they have a hinge on them, so they can move up and down. Legs can kick out that far. I don't know. It looks like they're like kind of. I don't know what it's not a butterfly joint, but they kick out that much, but they like go towards an angle. She has double jointed knees and heels. She has very limited articulation, but like you can get her into relatively good poses, which is a good thing. So let's jump to Loomis real quickly. Loomis has a bit of articulation, so he can actually look up really high, which is really cool, and he can look down somewhat. He does have an ab crunch, but like once again, the ab crunch is very much hindered by the cloth, like the actual clothes themselves. It's not like an Ultimate figure where like it moves with it, but his arms can go out like that. You could fully rotate him, but like I wouldn't suggest it just due to the cloth itself. His elbows are also single jointed, but which is fine. Legs, he does have does he have a wrist swivel? No, it doesn't look like he has a swivel, but like his legs can go up that far and go back that far. Single jointed knees, hinge on the foot, and I do have a good ankle pivot, which is really good. As I said, the Loomis figure has a little bit more going on for it than the Laurie figure, although it's just not to do anything with NECA's fault or anything. It's just Laurie doesn't exactly do too much. She stays in a hospital bed for a majority of Halloween 2, so it's like kind of that. But with that out of the way, let's get into some size comparisons to see what they scale with. Here we have them compared to some figures from different companies. So we got the Black Series Elite Snow Trooper, try to get that out correctly, and the Wicked Cool Toys Master Chief. And you know, they're pretty big for normal, for 8-inch figures. They dwarf the Black Series, and they're kind of they're a little bigger than a Wicked Cool Toy figure. Here they are compared to some other NECA figures, the 8-inch the clothed Herbert West from Reanimator, and the Creep from Creepshow. So yeah, like they're on par with the Herbert West. As I said, the Creep is a little shorter because he is at 7-inch scale, but he does have like the cloth, kind of like a cloth figure. So yeah, and let's get to one final fun comparison. They are compared to the Halloween 2 cloth Michael Myers and the 3-pack from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch with the Silver Shamrock mask. And this is a really cool thing to see. I really love the Halloween franchise. I love Halloween 1, and I love 2 a lot because for me that was like a really a contained story until 2018 came out. But I really love Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, and when I heard that we got these guys, when we actually got these guys, the 3 little the Silver Shamrock mask, it was super fun and a super kind of a cool dream come true, which is weird because my mom, she introduced me to Halloween, and she told me to stay away from Halloween 3. Man, I'm glad that I did not listen to her about that, but I love you, Mom, though, because you got me into horror, so, which is a good thing. Here we have Michael facing down Laurie and Dr. Loomis, kind of try to recreate a scene, the scene from Halloween 2, but as you can tell, the tray is a little small. But overall thoughts on the Halloween 2 2-pack with Dr. Loomis and Laurie Strode. I think it's a great set. Both figures are really great. The Laurie Strode doesn't have too much. That's not the fault of NECA at all. She does come with the the gun that she uses to shoot Michael with, but like Other than that, there really isn't too much to the Laurie figure. Not necessarily Neca's fault, because Laurie, once again, she doesn't do all too much in Halloween 2. But, like, once again, the Dr. Loomis figure, I think, is the best figure out of the set. And I'm meaning that both these figures are really, really great. But the one that I prefer the most is definitely the Dr. Loomis figure. And I would definitely suggest picking up this 2-pack, especially since that original Halloween set that NECA produced back in the day, that thing's just going to continue to skyrocket. So yeah, that is it for today. For today's Halloween Eve's review, I guess you could say. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and remember to hit subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you get notified of when Mythical Mountain Mondays, What's in the Box Wednesday, and figure reviews come up. Stay tuned for Saturday, because we actually do have a special Halloween video planned for you guys. So just because there wasn't a What in the Box Wednesday today, just because we didn't get anything this week, so that particular day. So yeah, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween. I know I'm gonna have a fun time. I'm gonna be carving pumpkins, I'm gonna be reading horror comics, I'm gonna watch like Trick or Treat, Halloween, just all the things that I love to do on Halloween. It's really great. So yeah. Oh, and don't forget, hit that little like button if you enjoyed our content. So yeah, once again, hope you guys have a spooky, scary Halloween. Have a great day, and stay safe, everybody. Peace.